And welcome into the ballpark. Happy to have you with us. Interleague Baseball on MLB The Show. It's the Los Angeles Dodgers taking on the Cleveland Guardians. First pitch coming your way next. So just about set now. And today's starter, Tanner Bybee. What's the word on him?
Anytime you have 5 pitches to work with on the mound, that repertoire can be a real weapon in terms of keeping hitters off balance, man. It's one of those things that I'm going to be looking for in this one. Does he have a feel for all of those pitches, or is he just able to get 1 or 2 over in the strike zone where he wants? Now, it's tough to do to be able to command all those pitches, but if he can, he is going to be very tough for the opponent today.
And there's a foul ball. Fouled off, and they'll do it again. Turns and fires to Betts. The rare K for Mookie. Tommy Edman at the plate.
Tommy Edman.
That catches the top part of the zone. Strike 1. Bybee. In his 3rd season, he features a 4-seam fastball, a cutter, a changeup, a slider, and he occasionally uses a curve. There's a strike.
All right, now, he may have not liked either of those first 2 pitches or agreed with the umpire's calls, but at this point, he's going to have to bear down and be ready to hit anything close to the zone.
Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Typically, that high fastball, if it's close to the top of the strike zone, a hitter, if he's prepared for it, can get to it. But that one just had that little jump at the end, which indicates there's a good spin rate on it, and it didn't decrease in velocity as that hitter's internal clock would expect it to, and that's why you see the swing and miss.
2 outs, base is empty. Fouls one off out of play, back to our left. Ground ball up the middle. Martinez tosses to first, and Freeman is retired. And the Dodgers are set down in order. Nothing doing for the Dodgers here. Now the Guardians will get their shot, still scoreless. Back after this on the show. Back here in Cleveland. And starting this one, Shohei Ohtani. What do we need to know here about the right-hander?
It's got that splitter, and it's a pitch that swings and misses, come fast, and they come often. Very difficult to pick up out of his hand.
We go to the bottom of the first. Now the left fielder, Stephen Kwan.
Stephen Kwan.
And there's a ball.
1 ball, no strike.
Next offering upstairs. In the air, out towards left center. Betts makes the grab, 1 down.
That's a really nice play, ranging back into the outfield for that catch. We all know those can be a little tricky, especially if the wind's swirling around out there.
Now the number 2 hitter, Kyle Manzardo. That's inside. Ball 1.
Boog, he never moved because he never had time to. With that kind of velocity, you'd prefer that pitcher work away.
Ball. 2 balls.
1 out, base is empty. Comebacker to the mound. Tosses to first. And here this afternoon, two quickly away in the bottom of the first.
Off-speed pitch, and it looked like he just continued his momentum towards home plate after releasing that. Perfect position to make a play and help himself out.
Jose Ramirez stands in now and watches strike one. Not even close there. And the count is 1-1. Next offering is fouled back. Next pitch is outside. That one missed.
3 balls, 2 strikes.
Fouled off again, and it remains 3-2.
It's a tough pitch, but in terms of the best pitch you're going to get to hit in the at-bat, that fastball was down enough where you're going to catch up to one. That's the one. When she elevates, guys aren't touching it.
And a swing and a miss, and that's that. Guardians go down 1-2-3. We played an inning, no score. Top of the second. Here's Teoscar Hernandez.
Left fielder Teoscar Hernandez.
Come on, Tanner.
Bybee back to work. Swing, and he breaks his bat. That's a foul ball. And the right-hander deals. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout.
Gosh, here it is. Hit it. 3-pitch strikeout. All fastballs. Man, he's got a lot of confidence in that pitch right now.
And up to the plate is Will Smith. And that skips in the dirt. And that's off the inside edge. And that's ball 2.
Larry Bullard making the calls behind the plate for us in this one. Pretty good strike zone. Well reviewed by those we talked to around the league.
Yeah, he's an umpire. He doesn't get a lot of looks from players, maybe here and there once in a while, but he's appreciated back there. Right through there for a strike. No score here in the second. Next offering is in for a strike. One down, base is empty. Swing and a miss. That one in the dirt. Naylor down to first. In time for the second out. Good job to clean it up after the drop third strike.
Well, he's really dialed in, and this offense is going to have to do something to try to break that rhythm. Maybe it's square around the bunt, step out of the box, agitate him a little bit, do something that just changes what's happening right now, because at this pace, it's going to be a long game, so you got to figure it out quickly.
The 1-0. And that drops in for a strike.
Looks like he's just sizing him up there. Really good pitch to hit, but he took it all the way. Sometimes guys just want to set their timing later on in the game. That may be a pitch that he turns on.
Swing and a miss. And the count 1-2. Curve in the dirt. That one just misses.
Well, it's a good pitch there. Really had some run and finished a little up and in just on the edge.
Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts.
Impeccable command in that one. 3 batters, 3 strikeouts. That's electric stuff out there on the mound.
Bottom half of inning number 2, and now Carlos Santana.
Carlos Santana.
Here we go, Carlos.
Yeah, that's fouled off. Out towards right center field. Edman makes the catch for the out. 1 down.
Batting 5th, center fielder, Lane
Thomas will make his way to the plate. And the sweeper is off the plate.
Looks like a really good fastball today. You can hear that catcher's mitt pop it. Looking forward to hearing a lot of that one in this one.
Swings and misses at the pitch off the plate.
1 ball, 2 strike.
Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Just missing there. 2-2.
That's one you always want as a pitcher. Down at the knees, and it looks to me like he's barking, that's a strike. Doesn't change the call, but sometimes it helps to let that frustration out a little bit.
Let's go, Cleveland.
Eighth pitch of the at-bat coming up. And a swing and a miss. Down on strikes. He didn't make it easy for him on the mound, but they still get the strikeout. Angel Martinez, the next to hit.
Martinez.
That's in there, and that is strike 1. And that's in the dirt. In for a strike, and it's 1-2.
Man, that pitch was dotted. So much talent on display when this guy's out there on the hill.
Next offering down in the dirt. And a foul ball, he stays alive. Still 2-2 after the foul ball.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
Popped up to the left into foul ground. Squeezes it, and that ends the inning. The Guardians go down in order. We'll move to the third with no score. Here in Cleveland, and now it's going to be Andy Pages. And a foul ball. Late with the swing there.
Look, it looked like that curveball backed up on him, and although it's a mistake, it works out really good for the pitcher. The hitter's timed it up, expects it to be to a certain spot, and it just doesn't get there.
Good job to fight that one off. Next pitch, a slider that misses outside.
The only adjustment he needs to make is his target. If you aim at the outside corner, that slider's going to end up way off the plate. Perhaps look a little more down the middle, and you get it right where you want it.
Make it 4 strikeouts in a row, just cruising along.
Really love the pitch sequence right there. I'm telling you what, pitcher and catcher are on the same page right now.
And here is Michael Conforto. And there's a rocket into the outfield. So a man aboard now with 1 away.
Well, that started and ended pretty quickly. No messing around right there. Showed a willingness to drive that pitch the opposite way. Didn't get jumpy, didn't try to pull the ball. He let it get deep, took the barrel right to it, and then extended through the swing for the line drive base hit.
1 down. Here's the second baseman, Hesung Kim. Gets under it and pops it up. 2 down.
That was a good pitch to hit right down the heart of the plate. Had pretty good timing on it. Just got underneath it a little bit and popped it up.
Mookie Betts will make his way to the plate. Struck out swinging his first time. That misses, and that's ball 1.
1-0.
Swing and a liner foul off to the right. Here's a swing and a drive left field, and he knew it. Mookie Betts blasts one out. It's 2-0.
Mookie gets a lot of power into his swing, and this is just the latest example of it. Well, I'm sure there's a big grin on his face right now, Boog. He's probably had some of those that didn't stay fair, but off the bat, it looked like it was going to bend foul. Was able to keep it in there, tucked it nicely, and he gets the jog around the bases. Good for him.
Base is empty with 2 away. And next for L.A., Tommy Edman. Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field. Brings it in. And that is that. Mookie Betts brings the noise on this home run. And it's 2-0. You're dialed into the show. Set for the bottom of the third. Now it's the right fielder, John Kenzie Noel.
Kenzie Noel.
That's down and in. Way inside.
Straighten him up a little bit.
In the air to left center. Edman going after it. He's there. He's got it. And there's 1 down.
Batting 8th, catcher, Bo Naylor.
Bo Naylor at the plate now. And first offering is fouled off. Ball 1 there.
Well, the offense has gotten going, and a pitcher wants to go out there, have a real quick inning, get those guys back into the dugout so those bats can stay hot.
Here's a 1-1.
Looked pretty good as far as being in the strike zone, but I'm sure as a hitter, not too good with where it was located. Very top of the strike zone, middle away.
Not close with that one. Now 2-2. Spoils a 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. One down, base is empty. And it remains 2-2. Got him looking. And he's registered 3 Ks in this one.
Batting ninth, the
Here's Brian
shortstop,
Rocchio.
Brian Rocchio.
And that's through there for a strike. 0-1. Here's a high fly ball out to center. Edman. And makes the grab. And the inning is over. Back now at
Leading off
Progressive
for the
Field.
Dodgers,
And now the first baseman, Freddie Freeman. You think back to 2017, and Cleveland set a major league record. 22 consecutive wins they had. It was capped off with a 10-inning walk-off win. Pretty amazing streak and a big part of the history of this yard.
Boog, and I remember early in that season covering them and talking to their staff and players, and they didn't feel like they had really clicked yet. Now, when I went back to do some research, looking at metrics like base runs, I realized they weren't scoring runs at the rate in which the data was saying they should be at. So the numbers were saying it was just a matter of time until they would take off. Little did we know that it would convert into a 22-game winning streak, and it took the baseball world by storm.
I love when you talk nerd to me. Man at first, nobody out. Teoscar Hernandez steps to the plate for the Dodgers. He's 0 for 1. Misses again, 5 in a row.
1 ball, no strike.
Hernandez, 32 years old, and he's a former home run derby champ. Line drive, hauls it in for the out.
That's a big first out of the inning. He showed off his skills catching the line drive, but most importantly, he kept the runner out of scoring position. Things would look a little different if he didn't make that play.
The batter now will be Will Smith. 0 for 1 so far. And that's in for a strike.
Man, I mean, nice job just presenting it to be better than it actually was.
High fly ball, and that one curling foul down the right side. Freeman leads off first with 1 away. That just misses. Going to count 1 and 2.
I don't like to say he wasted a pitch. I think that was a purpose pitch. Change the eye level, have him look up. Now go back exactly where you want to go.
In the air, left field, down the line, and that drops foul. Pitch misses. It's 2 and 2.
Well, this is a guy that can be frustrating for pitchers because he fouls off so many pitches and grinds out the at-bat. I'm sure there's some times where a pitcher would rather just give up a first pitch single than have to waste 6 or 7 pitches on one hitter.
Good battle here. About to be the 8th pitch of the at-bat. That's to third and a foul ball.
Well, he's desperately looking for that swing and miss. He's going to have to just change speeds a little bit, try to move it around, create just a little bit of illusion at the end.
Off balance feed, there's 1, and that's 2. Offense held in check there. On now to the bottom of the 4th. It's the Dodgers 2 and the Guardians nothing. Bottom of the 4th. Here's the Cleveland leadoff hitter, Stephen Kwan.
Stephen Kwan.
And the first offering a fastball for a strike.
He's pitching well, but not throwing a ton of first pitch strikes. Usually doesn't work out for success, but you can never predict baseball.
Just missed. Fought off foul. Hit on the ground to the right side. And Freeman, the Gold Glover, makes the play. One up, one down.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air. Lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
Next to hit, Kyle Manzardo. Grounded out his first time. And ball one. The Guardians still looking for their first hit in this one. And the 1-2 misses to even the count. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
He had him out in front, which isn't easy to do against a hitter like this, known for using the entire field. Just couldn't sit back long enough on that one.
Now it's Jose Ramirez. He struck out swinging at his first at bat. Just off the inside edge. And that's way high, and it's 2-0.
He really committed to that fastball up at the top of the zone. He knows that if he makes a mistake in the zone, it gets hit hard by a power guy like this. That's a nice miss right there.
2 down, nobody on. We're here in the bottom of the fourth.
Some real good life going through the zone on that one.
2 outs. Late swing, foul to the left. Foul. We'll see another payoff pitch. Got him looking. That's a strikeout. Nothing doing for the Guardians there. They're still down. It's 2-0. And welcome back to the ballpark. All set for the start of the inning. Here's some real power at the plate. Max Muncy. Bybee back to work. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter. Got the bat going too soon. It's strike 2.
Then he really sells the changeup with that arm action.
That one inside. Look out. Fouls it off. Still 1-2.
Two balls, 2 strikes.
Got him swinging.
Bogey just ran out of patience there. He took a couple of pitches to even that count up at 2 balls and 2 strikes, but that time chased outside the zone.
And now the right fielder, Andy Pajes. Fastball in for a strike, 0-1. Swinging a foul straight back. Base is empty, 1 away, and we're at the top of the 5th. Gets a piece, and it stays 0-2. Up the middle, Rocchio. In plenty of time to first, and the first two set down in the top of the fifth.
Now batting, designated hitter Michael Conforto.
2 outs, base is empty. The batter will be Michael Conforto. Singled and scored his first time.
He's been going after these guys consistently, and as a result, he's been able to keep his pitch count low, throwing the ball very well right now.
And that drops in for a strike. Next offering upstairs. High fly ball down the left field line. Kwan in position, reaches for it, but it's foul.
Pitcher having a pretty tough time getting that swing and miss. Third foul ball in a row.
And now the count is even. Swing and a miss. And he's down on strikes. Strikeout number 8. Dodgers down in order. But they hold a 2-0 lead. And we're back. We head to the bottom of the fifth. And now it's the switch hitter, Carlos Santana. Oh, he doesn't get the call. 1-0.
You know, these Guardians, they're not going to be happy with the at-bats they've been having so far. We're in the back half of the game, and they're still searching for a base runner. He's been great out there on the mound, no doubt, but it's also been a disappointing performance at the plate to this point.
Inside, just missed.
And as we get deeper, it's not going to get any easier. These at-bats are going to feel more and more desperate with every out the rest of the way.
That's in there. 3-1. And that's ball 4. And that's their first base runner of the game.
That could jumpstart an offense that's really struggled to score in this one. Don't want to wake a team up with the free pass.
Here's Lane Thomas. Went down on strikes his first time through. Outside low, and that is ball 1.
Way to lay off that pitch down.
Swing and a miss. 1 ball, 1 strike.
Just not able to catch up to that velocity.
Off the mark there, and a count 2-1.
He's great hitting the ball the other way, and that pitch did a good job to straighten him up a bit. Mission accomplished.
Swing and a miss. And the count is even, 2-2. Nobody out, runner at first. In the air, foul off first. He's under it. Hauls it in, and there's 1 away.
Now batting, second baseman, Angel Martinez.
So up next, Angel Martinez. He's 0 for 1. Swings and misses. It's 0-1.
Man, that's just a nasty splitter. Bottom falls out of it. You don't see a lot of guys throw that these days, but I tell you what, he's got a good one.
Man at first, 1 away. Falling behind 2-1. Right through there for a strike. Swing and a miss, struck him out. Now it's the right fielder, John Kenzie Noel. 0 for 1 with a fly out to center.
Noel.
And the first pitch misses for ball 1. Out in front with the swing, and that is strike 1. Santana off of first with 2 away. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again.
Let's go, Cleveland.
Next offering upstairs. And the sweeper misses for a ball.
Great RBI spot here. Just got to stay focused on the pitch. The runner will be in motion, so something in the gap should definitely score it.
And he couldn't hold back. He's rung up on strikes. He's through 5 without allowing a hit. It's the Dodgers 2 and the Guardians nothing. All set for the top of the 6th. Now it's the second baseman, Ha-Seong Kim. We talk about guys with good speed, and definitely he has it. But pushing the offense aside for just a second, Chris, it's the defensive side that I think the speed factors in the most. Swing and a miss. There's that changeup.
Well, he gets to balls that get by most people at that position. Just really impressive because there's certain times the ball comes off the bat, automatically that team that hit it thinks that they've got a base hit or they may have extra bases, and he just takes it away.
Shortstop Mookie Betts.
Here's Betts. His 2-run homer back in the 3rd was an important swing of the bat in this one.
Yeah, there's no doubt he helped set the tone fairly early, and certainly part of the reason why they've got the lead right now.
Nope, ball 1.
Runner at first with no outs here.
When you're taking your lead over there at first, you got to be very careful. This guy on the mound's got a good pickoff move.
Delivers a pitch in for a strike at 95.
Nope, outside.
Fouled off down the right side. Breaking ball in there. Got him looking. That's his 9th strikeout so far. So he gets the call and picks up the strikeout looking.
Sometimes with a good hitter at the plate, he'll be the one to get the benefit of the doubt if he lays off on a close pitch like that, but just not right there. Strike zone definitely expanded a little bit with 2 strikes.
And here comes Tommy Edman. 0 for 2 in this one. Hit on the ground, might be 2. It's in and out of his glove. There's 1 to first, not in time. Great effort there.
Well, that was clearly a double play ball, but the bobble unfortunately prevented him from being able to get 2. But a good job to stay with it and make sure you got at least 1.
Here's Freddie Freeman now. There's the strike. Cleveland has some action going in their pen. Paul Sewald preparing to come on if needed. Herron warming up as well. Liner, and this could be trouble. Edman around second. Coming home. He'll score.
puts a run on the board and
Now
picks up an
batting, left
RBI.
fielder,
Fastball pretty much middle,
Hernandez.
and that's what you fall asleep dreaming about as a hitter. So no surprise he put a great swing on it.
Manager out of the dugout now, and he will make a move to dip into the Guardians bullpen. Tanner Bybee done for the day, and he's responsible for the runner on second, so the book isn't closed on him yet. We'll be right back.
Now pitching
Paul
for the
Sewald
Guardians.
will take over here.
Pretty
Number
tight game, so
34.
they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
And now Teoscar Hernandez. There's a strike.
The strategy of winning a ball game, when you can make that pitcher work a little more, expose himself by throwing pitches, that could be the key to winning perhaps later on. So good job of extending this inning, getting a knock with 2 outs to bring the number 4 hole hitter up.
Man at second. Swings through that one for strike 2. Line to left. And that is that. Dodgers with a run-scoring double. It's now 3-0. You're watching Major League Baseball on The Show. Back here in Cleveland, John Sciambi with Chris Singleton in the booth, and leading off the bottom of the 6th, Bo Naylor. That's in there. That's strike 1. The Dodgers bullpen with some action. Blake Trinan looks to be getting ready for manager Dave Roberts. Scott also throwing.
Let's go, Cleveland!
Chases that one out of the zone. That's his 8th strikeout of the game.
It's almost like he's telling the guys in the bullpen, stand down,
Now
I got
batting,
this.
Shortstop, Brian Rocchio.
Brian Rocchio digs in for the Guardians. Fly to center his first time. And that skips into dirt. Outside low, ball 2. Just off the inside edge. That's ball 4. Tried another fastball, but missed the spot.
4 pitches. That's an easy walk, man. He could have walked me right there, Boog. The last one wasn't even close.
And the Dodgers will go to the bullpen. Ohtani will depart. Didn't give up a hit, so maybe a tough decision to take him out here. New arm coming on when we get back.
Now pitching for Los
Here's a new
Angeles.
pitcher from the pen, Alex
Number
Vesia.
51.
And this is an important
Alex
part of this
Vesia.
game. Tight score and still a lot of outs to get. So they're looking for a big outing out of him right here to get some critical outs.
Back to the top of the lineup. And up next for Cleveland, Stephen Kwan. That one lifted to left. Hernandez settles underneath it. Makes the catch. And there are 2 down.
Up next for the Guardians, designated hitter, Kyle.
Next for the Guardians is the designated hitter, Kyle Manzardo. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter.
One strike.
The Guardians yet to pick up a hit here. Comes up empty. That's strike two.
He finds himself in a tough situation early. Just got to try to simplify it. Take a knock the other way if you can.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. That's out number 3. One left for the Guardians. Still down 3-0. Top of inning number 7. Will Smith to the plate. Right through there for a strike.
Calling it bat can be a little bit of a dance. Strike one here, but a few more pitches. We'll see how it turns out.
Next offering is fouled back.
One and two.
Just misses the mark outside the zone.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Swings and misses. Struck him out.
Well, that's a blue zone right there, or the cold zone on the hitting chart. Just doesn't have much success in that part of the strike zone. And a really good job of the pitcher executing. Try to go there as often as you can. The numbers are in your favor.
Muncy digs in. There's 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. And that's outside.
1-0. Let's go, Cleveland.
And another ball.
That's a ball.
Struggled a little bit in this one. Couple of strikeouts earlier, but doing a much better job in this at bat to get ahead and find a good hitter's count at 2-0.
One down, base is empty. There's a strike.
In today's game, not that many fastball counts, but hitters still in the back of their minds, they're looking for one. 2-0 changeup call right there. Excellent pitch selection to go with.
Swing and a high fly ball, well struck. That's back there. Tattooed to Tater Town and gone. And they tack on to their lead. It's 4-0.
And that shot makes their grip on the lead even tighter. Well, I'm sure there's a big grin on his face right now, Boog. He's probably had some of those that didn't stay fair, but off the bat, it looked like it was going to bend foul. Was able to keep it in there, tucked it nicely, and he gets the jog around the bases. Good for him.
Base is empty, 1 away. Andy Pajes steps to the plate for the Dodgers. Outside with a breaking ball.
That's the ball.
1 out, base is empty, and a run in here in the top half of inning number 7. That one fouled off. Swing and a foul, pushed off to the right. Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. Fouls it back with 2 strikes. And that's ruled a swing. It's a strikeout. 2 down, bases empty. And now Michael Conforto, 1 for 2. And that's pushed foul off to the left and out of play. Swing and a ball ripped out towards right center field. That'll touchdown for a hit. Around first and hustling for second. In safely. It's a double and his second hit.
Everything came together for him. This is why hitters work so hard on driving the ball gap to gap in batting practice. There's a lot of room out there. And if you can rip one into that open space, it usually means extra bases.
So runner at second, 2 down. Kim getting ready to hit. Strike 1. Conforto stands at second with 2 gone. Line drive, and that should be extra bases. Headed for the plate. He'll score easily.
Well done. Drives in the run. He got a pitch he could drive, but he didn't get too excited like a lot of guys do and pull off the baseball. Really good timing all the way through the swing, and the barrel was so on plane with the ball. Easy drive into the gap for that double.
Manager out of the dugout now, and he will make a move to dip into the Guardians bullpen. Paul Sewald won't go any further. We'll be back in a minute with a new arm on the mound.
Now pitching
The
for the
Guardians going with a new pitcher, Andrew Walters.
Number 63.
Well, they need someone to stop the bleeding and keep the score right where it is. Seems like a tough task today with the way this lineup is swinging it.
Man at second here with 2 away. And here is Mookie Betts. He's already homered here in this one. There's a strike.
No ball. 1 strike.
That one missed. Next offering is in for a strike.
Just a really nice slider down and in there. He wants to get the hitter thinking fastball, speed him up, and just subtract some velocity and add a little movement.
That's off the mark. 2 balls, 2 strikes to count.
That 2-seam fastball is usually coupled with a slider away, and when a hitter's conscious of the pitch in, it's hard for him to cover middle away, and that's where a pitcher can really finish off that batter.
And down on strikes. That ends the inning and stops things from getting out of hand. So 2 runs on 3 hits, including the home run. No errors and 1 left on base. Midway in inning number 7, and it's time to stretch. It's the Dodgers 5 and the Guardians nothing. Back now at Progressive Field. Bottom of the 7th. Here's Jose Ramirez. Ball 1, no strikes. Vesia, a 6-1 lefty. He features a 4-seam fastball, a slider, and he works in a changeup. Gets the outside corner with that one.
Big at bat right here. He did the team thing, took until he got a strike. Now he's got to go to work, shorten up that swing a little bit, do whatever it takes to get on base.
Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field, and there's one down.
Up next for the Guardians, first
now the
baseman,
4-hole hitter for the Guardians, Carlos Santana. And that's outside.
Nasty backdoor slider. There's really nothing you can do with that if you swing at it. So that's a good take by him.
Fastball is outside.
2 balls, no strike.
Base is empty, 1 away. Here at the bottom of the 7th. Swings through that one for strike 1.
2-1. Hey!
Next pitch misses. 3-2 now.
Okay.
This one high in the air to left center. 2 away now.
Now batting, center fielder, Lane.
Here comes Lane Thomas.
Thomas.
Still no hits on the board. 1 out away from taking the no-no into the 8th. Check swing, called strike. To the right side. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. Guardians fail to score. It's 5-0. Here in Cleveland, we go to the 8th. Here's a switch hitter, Tommy Edman. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike. Activity in the bullpen. Eric Sabrowski, the left-hander, up and throwing. Heron getting loose as well. And that's way high. And 1-1. And that one missing inside, a sharp slider. Swing and a ground ball, and that's just foul.
You could see he was trying to stay back long enough to handle the off-speed pitch, but just a little tardy on the fastball.
Swing and a high fly ball out towards right center field. Noel makes the catch, and there's 1 away. And here's Freddie Freeman.
Let's go, Cleveland.
And that misses. Ball 1. Inside corner, and that's called a strike.
Back-to-back fastballs in. That last one called for a strike. Probably go away, but look for him to come back in there to try to finish you off.
So a foul ball makes it 1-2. And they'll do it again.
Flew open a little bit with that front shoulder, but was able to slow his bat down just enough to make contact with that pitch. Keep the at-bat alive.
And the slider just misses. And there's a ball.
That's a really good take right there. Slider down and in. Very difficult to get on the same plane and do anything with.
Soft contact in the air. That's a hit.
Didn't exactly square that one up, but sometimes you don't have to. Not much he can do about that one on the mound. Made a good pitch inside and jammed him. He just found a way to fight it off the other way and make it work.
So a man at first, and next will be the Dodgers cleanup hitter, Teoscar Hernandez. That pitch gets the corner. That's strike one. Freeman over at first with one away. And that's in there for a strike, and quickly 0-2.
And that's a great take right there. Even though it's a strike, with the situation, runner on first base, you want to keep the ball off the ground. And you swing at that pitch, most likely you roll into a double play. Dominating strikeout there on just 3 pitches, and that's what a good power pitcher can do to you. If he's hitting his spots, filling up the strike zone, sometimes he bats over before it really begins.
Smith in the box now. No balls and a strike. He swings and fouls one off. Two outs. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. That K is his 3rd of the game. So the Dodgers leave one as they are unable to add to their 5-0 lead. Back now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the 8th, Michael Grove.
And you know, bullpen guys can struggle sometimes when they're called upon with big leads because it just doesn't have the same intensity as a tight game. So we'll see how sharp he is. Your mental toughness matters in situations like this as well.
Angel Martinez digs in for the Guardians. And that's a little bit high. And that's ball one. Activity in the bullpen for the Dodgers. Anthony Banda, the lefty, looks to be getting himself ready. The 1-0. And it's fouled away. Ground ball, Freddie Freeman. And he takes it himself for the out. And he's now just 5 outs away. He's got a real shot at this thing.
Yeah, Boog, he is rolling just in one of those grooves where he looks pretty unbeatable today.
Noel up for the 3rd time here. Watches that one miss. The Guardians hitless so far in the game. Liner snagged at first. So just 4 more outs to get through, and the tension is building in the ballpark right now.
Yeah, and we can feel it in the booth. He's got these hitters locked up.
2 outs, base is empty. And here's the catcher, Bo Naylor. Pitch is in there. Strike one. 2 down, nobody on. Here, the bottom half of the 8th inning. Upstairs. In the air, pretty deep out to center field. Edman in position. He's got it, and that'll end the inning.
Now pitching.
We're back. It's the top of the 9th, and there's a new pitcher on the mound, Tim Herron.
And with the big deficit on the scoreboard, he almost has to just put that out of his mind. Every outing matters for relievers and their numbers, but I think it's tough to get up for this type of appearance the same way you would for one in a close game.
Max
Muncy at the dish. He's already homered in this game. And the first pitch misses for ball one.
Strike. Woo.
The 1-1 is fouled off. Battling here as he fouls it away. Gets a piece and stays alive. Fights it off. He'll see another. 1-2 now. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Stays alive. And that is downstairs. 2-2. And now it's 3-2, and this is a good example of the type of at bat that Muncy can deliver. Foul ball, and it remains a full count. Swings through that, and it's a strikeout. He battled for a long time, but it finishes with a strikeout. You can't be mad at yourself after an at bat like that one. And at the plate for the Dodgers, Andy Pages. 0 for 3 in this one. First offering, and it just misses. Movement in the pen for the Guardians. Eric Sabrowski, a rookie left-hander, appears to be getting going. That one misses. Now 2-0. Swing and a foul out of play. Base is empty, one away here at the top of the ninth. Up the middle to first. 2 up, 2 down.
Now batting, the designated hitter, Michael Conforto.
2 down, base is empty. And now the DH, Michael Conforto. And there's the strike.
There it was. 0-0. Here it is. Hit it. It gets a take. Gets ahead in the count.
And a slider misses down and away. Up the middle. Now the throw to first on the run. And very nicely done for the out. Dodgers go down quietly, but they hold a 5-0 lead. And welcome back to the ballpark. Bottom of the ninth. Now here is Brian Rocchio. Everyone's attention on the no-hit bid now. 3 tough outs to get. And that's in the dirt.
Can only imagine the nerves that some of the defensive players have right now. You got to have the mindset, I want the ball hit to me, but in front of that, you hope that he strikes the hitter out.
That clips the corner. Three outs from a no-hitter. That's too low, and it's 2-1. Breaking ball misses down and away. That one misses, so a leadoff walk.
Second walk of the game for him, and he's been really patient at the plate. The game plan that he's sticking to, he's just not going outside of what he's looking for up there.
So in now for Cleveland, Stephen Kwan. And that's in there at the knees. Next one misses. 1-1.
Just missed with that backdoor breaking ball. If he gets a swing and miss or called strike, 0-2 count. Instead, it's 1-1. Look for him to go back to that pitch later in this at bat.
At 96, that pitch is in for a strike.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Rocchio gets his lead at first. Nobody out. That one misses. 3-2 now.
3-2.
Swing and a miss. The velocity blasted it right past him.
Not the best location with the fastball on strike 3, but when you're pumping high 90s, you'll get away with some of those. More margin for error. You know, the fastball has become such a huge strikeout pitch in the sport. And I think a lot of it has to do with all the attention and emphasis on improved spin rates. These fastballs are just exploding out of the pitcher's hands and jumping through the zone.
Manzardo batting with 1 down takes a strike. That's down and in. A slider missed. Swings, and that's a base hit. And he breaks up the no-hitter in the 9th. They get it in quickly. So first and second now, 1 out. So they finally get their first hit in this one, and that puts an end to the combined no-hitter bid.
Yeah, and that combined no-no doesn't have the same prestige as a solo one, but you have to give credit to these pitchers for coming in, putting on a great performance so far, but now all attention goes towards getting a W in this ballgame.
Look out! And it hit him.
Take it easy.
And I think Dave Roberts is coming out of the dugout. Michael Grove done for the afternoon, and the line not closed on him yet as he's responsible for the runners on base. Back with a new pitcher after this.
Now pitching for Los
Kirby
Angeles.
Yates comes out trying to close it
Number
out.
38.
Save opportunity for him right here,
Kirby
and
Yates.
he's their guy. Time to lock this one down and get out of here with the W.
So here's the cleanup hitter, Carlos Santana. That one clips the outside corner. Strike 1. Yates, he's kind of a prototypical bullpen arm in today's game. Electric stuff that results in a ton of strikeouts in a tough spot like this. That is a big-time benefit. The 0-1. Ball 1 there.
Now, as a hitter, when a guy like this comes into the game, you feel like he's standing on top of you, and it's just attack mode coming right at you, expecting to get a swing and miss.
Bases loaded, 1 away. We're in the last half of the 9th inning. goes down swinging for the strikeout. And they're down to their last out.
Now batting.
Here's Lane
Center
Thomas
fielder,
now.
Lane Thomas.
And that one fouled off. Just missed. And a strike.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
The Guardians down to their final strike. One, two now. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. Two outs. Got him, and that's the ball game.
Sometimes it takes just getting away from home. Players can sort of come together, connect a little bit more than they do when they're at home with their families, and that can breed to success on the field, as we saw in this game today. Excellent win by this team.
5-0 the final in this one. Dave Roberts and company celebrate in the dugout. For Chris Singleton and our entire crew here at MLB The Show, thanks for stopping by. I'm John Shambi. Talk to you soon.